Good morning, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Carly Smith. If you are here for Memorial Day weekend, hello and welcome to the Coastal Bend in Corpus Christi. If you're headed out on the water, this is our local buoy, which is still about 60 nautical miles offshore, where we are dealing with wind that is picked up a little bit from yesterday. We've got a south-southeast wind at 16 miles per hour. Our gusts are 20 miles per hour. Your sunrise is happening right now, and your sunset will be at 8:18 p.m. Wave heights are about 3 feet with a period of every 5 seconds. Pressure is high, water temperature 81, air temperature 82 right now. So if you are headed to the beach, here's a look at what you can expect. Temperatures will warm up with lots of sunshine anticipated. We may reach 87 degrees for a high even at our coastline today. So it is going to be a hot one out there. Wind will be out the south-southeast, breezy, getting up to sustained wind around 17 miles per hour, but some gusts could definitely be closer to 27, 28 miles per hour. Waves are going to create a moderate rip current risk as they're getting a little higher out there. UV index is very high, borderline extreme. The more sunshine we see at the beach today, with a little bit less haze actually in the forecast for today, we may actually wind up with an extreme UV index. So be ready for that. I do want to point out at Bob Hall Pier, so where they're building the new pier, this is the tide forecast. 1.96 at 4:03 a.m. would mean coastal flooding is going to be likely. So as we're heading into the overnight hours and into Sunday morning, there may be some coastal flooding, which would mean water may make it up to the dunes. So consider that before maybe you decide to camp or stay overnight at the beach over this holiday weekend, or before maybe you drive down the Padre Island National Seashore. We are looking at higher tides, but the good news is they are coming overnight, so the tide will be falling throughout the day until we get to low tide, which is at 7:11 p.m. So low tide will be this evening. There is a moderate rip current risk, and 88 degrees your high today at the beach. As we look ahead to tomorrow, 4:03 a.m. is going to be your high tide, so that's when coastal flooding is going to be possible. Waves will be a little bit bigger with a period of every 6 seconds up to 4 feet. Rip current risk now high as we head into Sunday with a very high to extreme UV index. So let's talk those wave heights. You'll notice they're getting bigger as our wind gets stronger. Strongest wind on Monday, southeast wind 20 miles per hour. If you have plans to head offshore, we're talking 4 to 6 foot waves out there. So it may be a little rough. Likely going to get some small craft advisories issued for Monday. Waves or wind lightens a bit Tuesday into Wednesday. Wave heights fall a bit. We're talking 2 to 4 foot waves, but overall we're keeping the southerly wind in place. So if you are headed out on the water, the wind is going to be at its strongest Monday. Then we have it falling to about our normal 10 to 20 miles per hour Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now sustained wind 25 miles per hour on Monday. Gusts are going to be even higher than that. But by the way, that southeast wind, that persistent southeast wind, that's going to keep our dew points at the steamy level. So it's going to be hot and humid here in the coastal bend. We are going to look at temperatures or heat index values in the triple digits, air temperature around 91 to 94 through the next 5 days. There is a heat advisory once again. This is for inland areas in the coastal bend. So for Corpus Christi specifically, we'll likely see a heat index closer to 104 this afternoon. Those clouds, they're going to clear out, and we're talking mostly sunny skies. 93 degrees. It will be your high on Sunday, 92